Types of Business Organization Part 1 IGCSE Business 0450 Crazy Cambridge. Welcome back to Crazy Cambridge. So what is Crazy Cambridge about? Here I provide IGCSE and ACE explanatory videos. The IGCSE videos include business, economics, accounting, biology, physics, math, and English. AS explanations include business, economics, and accounting, as well as it includes tips. So here is the syllabus. We're going to look at the features of different forms of business organization. For this video, this is part 1, so it will include details about the sole trader, partnership, and private limited company. Then we're going to see the difference between unincorporated and incorporated business. So let's look at the first slide. So this is about unincorporated business. This is a business that does not have a separate legal identity from its owners. For example, if the business is sued, the owner is responsible and may need to cover the cost with their own personal money. Incorporated business is when business that has a separate legal identity from its owners. For example, if the business goes bankrupt, the owners will not be held responsible and they will only lose the money that they invested. Unlimited liability is when owners are held liable for the business. So if the business goes in debt, the owner will have to pay back with their own money. Limited liability is the opposite of unlimited liability. So if a business fails, the owners will only lose what they invested. So now let's look at some examples of unincorporated business. There are two types. First is a sole trader. Which is owned and operated by a single person. The advantages are that it is cheap and easy to start up, and the owner will have full control over his or her business. Disadvantages are that they have unlimited liability, which means that they will, if the business goes in debt, they will have to pay back the debt with their own money. And if the owner dies, the business will no longer exist. Also, less money and funds will be available for the business to expand. Then comes partnership. This is similar to a sole trader, but here the business is owned by two or more partners. So advantages are two owners mean that there will be more money invested, so the capital invested will be high. There will be less work since the tasks will be divided between the workers. The losses will also be distributed, so all the loss will not be on to one owner only. Then disadvantages are that it has unlimited liability, so they will have to pay any debt with their own money. If one owner dies or quits, the business will no longer legally exist, which means there will be some legal structure changes in the partnership business, and that will be very tiresome, and it's going to be a big process. There can be disagreement between the two owners. Now let's look at incorporated businesses. This is private limited company. So private limited company, also known as LTD, is owned by friends or families, so they are known as shareholders. These shares are sold to only the families or friends and not to the public, and it will not be put up on the stock exchange. The advantages are that it has limited liability to all shareholders, so they will only lose the money that they invested. Capital will be invested by many shareholders. It is cheaper to set up than public limited companies, and it is having the continuity of existence. If the business owner dies, the business will still exist. Disadvantages are that it is slower to start up, which means there are many legal documents which need to be signed. Shares can only be sold to family and friends, and other shareholders will have to agree before the shares are sold. So this is the end of the video. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video. Thank you for watching Crazy Cambridge. Please subscribe, like, and share.